Listen up, you. Welcome to Green Channel, your one-stop shop for kicking your health into high gear. We're not here to mess about. This channel's about getting real, getting healthy, and enjoying the bloody process. This channel is the brainchild of Said Mustafa, a public health whiz who's dedicated to making healthy living a piece of cake, not some agonizing chore. We'll be serving up a smorgasbord of tips, tricks, and insights to help you live your best life. And trust me, we're not cutting corners. So, if you're tired of feeling like a deflated souffle and ready to fire up your life, hit that subscribe button like your life depends on it. Smash that notification bell while you're at it, or you'll miss out on the life-changing content we've got cooking. Right, you lot, let's talk about the massacre happening in kitchens around the world. The brutal overcooking of vegetables. I've seen more crimes against broccoli than I care to remember. It's like a horror show, but instead of ghosts and ghouls, we have limp, lifeless greens. Overcooking isn't just a cooking error, it's a bloody tragedy. Imagine all the potential those vegetables had, only to be reduced to a soggy mess. First off, you're killing the nutrients. Those vibrant, colorful veggies are packed with vitamins and minerals. All those vitamins and minerals your body craves. Gone, vanished like smoke in the wind. It's like throwing away a treasure chest full of gold. You're left with a soggy, lifeless mess that wouldn't even tempt a starving rabbit. It's not just about the look, it's about the texture too. And the flavor? Don't even get me started. Overcooked vegetables are as bland as a rice cake in a sandstorm. You've destroyed the natural sweetness, the vibrant freshness, all for the sake of turning a perfectly good carrot into mush. It's a culinary crime. You've taken something beautiful and turned it into something unrecognizable. Cooking vegetables isn't rocket science. You want them tender crisp, with a bit of bite, not dissolving on the fork like some kind of culinary abomination. It's about respecting the ingredient. Think of it like this. You wouldn't catch me serving a raw chicken, would you? The same principle applies to vegetables. Overcooked vegetables are just as offensive to the palate. They deserve the same care and attention as any other ingredient. So pay attention to the clock, keep a watchful eye, and for God's sake, don't you dare boil the life out of those poor, defenseless vegetables. It's about time we put an end to this overcooking catastrophe. Let's bring back the joy of eating vegetables, the way they were meant to be enjoyed. Full of flavor, nutrients, and life. Remember, a little care goes a long way in the kitchen. Happy cooking. Listen up, you Muppets. Today we're diving into the art of seasoning vegetables. It's time to elevate your veggie game. We're tackling another cardinal sin of the vegetable world, the criminal lack of seasoning. Too often, veggies are treated as an afterthought, but not on our watch. The criminal lack of seasoning. A sprinkle of salt and a dash of pepper can transform your veggies from bland to grand. Vegetables are not some bland side dish. They're a flavor explosion waiting to happen. Imagine the vibrant colors and the burst of flavors with every bite. Salt and pepper are your best mates in the kitchen, but don't stop there. These are just the basics. The real magic happens when you start exploring other seasonings. Herbs, spices, a squeeze of lemon. These are your weapons in the fight against blandness. Think of them as your secret arsenal to make every dish pop. Think about what you're cooking. Each vegetable has its own unique flavor profile, and the right seasoning can enhance it beautifully. A pinch of smoked paprika does wonders for roasted root vegetables, adding a smoky depth that complements their natural sweetness. While a sprinkle of fresh dill can lift a simple cucumber salad to new heights. It's all about finding the right match. And don't be afraid to experiment. The kitchen is your playground. Try different combinations and see what works best for you. A touch of chili flakes can add a welcome kick, bringing a bit of heat that can make your veggies more exciting. While a drizzle of honey can bring out the natural sweetness of carrots or sweet potatoes. It's all about balancing flavors. But here's the kicker, you lot. Tasting as you go is crucial. This is where you fine-tune your dish to perfection. Don't just chuck a load of seasoning in and hope for the best. Taste, adjust, taste again. This iterative process ensures that every bite is just right. Remember, we're aiming for a flavor explosion, not a salt lick. Too much of any one seasoning can overpower the dish. Get the balance right, and you'll be amazed at how delicious those vegetables can be. With the right seasoning, veggies can be the star of the meal, not just a supporting act. So go on, give your veggies the love they deserve. Season them like a boss, and watch as they transform into something truly spectacular. Chapter 3. Oil Slick Disaster, the right way to use oil. Alright, you lot, let's talk about oil. It's one of those kitchen essentials that can make or break a dish. Used correctly, it can elevate your cooking to new heights. But misuse it, and you're in for a culinary catastrophe. Now, I'm not saying you need to banish it from your kitchen entirely, but using a gallon of the stuff to cook your vegetables is a one-way ticket to Flavor Town, and not the good kind. And by Flavor Town, I mean a greasy, heartburn-inducing disaster. Imagine biting into a piece of broccoli and feeling like you've just taken a sip of oil. Not pleasant, right? Vegetables need a little love, not a swimming pool of oil. They deserve to be treated with care, to bring out their natural flavors and textures. A light coating is all it takes to get them nicely browned and prevent sticking. Just a touch of oil can make all the difference, giving your veggies that perfect golden hue. Think of it like this. You're aiming for a delicate sheen, not a deep-fried monstrosity. You want your vegetables to glisten, not to drip. Too much oil will make your vegetables heavy, greasy, and frankly, inedible. It's like turning a healthy dish into a calorie bomb. And let's not forget the health implications. Excessive oil can lead to unwanted weight gain and other health issues. It's important to be mindful of how much you're using. Drowning your vegetables in oil adds unnecessary calories and fat, completely defeating the purpose of eating healthy in the first place. It's like taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. So use a light hand with the oil, you hear? A little goes a long way. It's all about balance and moderation. A drizzle, a brush, a spritz, that's all you need. These small amounts can help you achieve the perfect texture and flavor without overwhelming your dish. Remember, less is more when it comes to oil. Chapter 4. Size Matters. The Art of Uniform Vegetable Cuts. Listen up, you donkey. We're talking about consistency, about precision, about treating those vegetables with the respect they deserve. And that starts with the way you bloody cut them. Unevenly chopped vegetables are a recipe for disaster. You'll end up with some pieces cooked to perfection, while others are still raw and crunchy, or worse, overcooked and mushy. It's like sending a plate of food out with half of it burnt and the other half frozen solid. It's amateur, it's sloppy, and it's going straight in the bin. Take your time, use a sharp knife, and aim for evenly sized pieces. This ensures that everything cooks at the same rate, resulting in perfectly cooked vegetables every single time. And don't be afraid to get creative with your cuts. Dicing, slicing, julienning, there's a whole world of possibilities beyond the humble chop. Chapter 5. Temperature Tantrums. Finding the sweet spot for perfect veggies. Right, you lot, let's talk about heat. Not the kind that makes you sweat, but the kind that transforms your vegetables from raw and boring to cooked and delicious. Getting the temperature right is crucial. Too high, and you'll end up with burnt offerings fit only for the bin. Too low, and you'll be stuck with a soggy, unappetizing mess. Each cooking method requires a different approach. Roasting calls for a high heat to caramelize the sugars and create those lovely crispy edges. Sautéing, on the other hand, needs a medium heat to cook the vegetables evenly without burning. And then there's steaming, a gentle method that preserves the nutrients and vibrant color of your vegetables. The key is to understand your tools and adjust the heat accordingly. Don't be afraid to experiment, to find what works best for you. Right, you lot, there you have it. 5 common mistakes to avoid when cooking vegetables. Now go forth and put that knowledge to good use. No more excuses for serving up bland, overcooked, or greasy vegetables. Remember, cooking vegetables should be a joy, not a chore. With a little bit of care and attention, you can transform even the humblest of vegetables into a culinary masterpiece. And don't forget to subscribe to eGreen for more game-changing tips and tricks to upgrade your life. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And in the meantime, get cooking. Stay tuned to the eGreen channel for more interesting facts and tips to make your life greener and healthier.